What is going on, people? TripleM back again with another video, and tonight we've got to talk about Argentina as they destroy Croatia 3-0 to book their ticket into the final of the FIFA World Cup and send Croatia crashing out of the Qatar World Cup in stunning and shell-shocking fashion. And I say stunning fashion because I don't think most people expected Argentina to get this far. After their embarrassing loss on the opening day to Saudi Arabia 2-1, and then followed up by their lackluster performances against Mexico, and I forget who else was in their group, a lot of people predicted that Argentina wouldn't get that far and that they just didn't have the minerals. They didn't have the certain je ne sais quoi required to do well in this competition. But to the contraire, thanks to Julian Alvarez, who put in a magnificent performance, as well as Lionel Messi, who got a goal from the spot and an assist, they are through. They are through. And this man will get to play in a World Cup final. Ah, what a moment in the history of football this is, because if Messi can just find a way to keep his cool, to perform in one of the most important games in his career and really bring back the old Messi, just for one last dance, we could be on the cusp of something special. On the other hand, if France are able to beat Morocco, and I use the word if very strongly because we all know Morocco and what they're capable of, then this is very interesting, because Morocco versus Argentina in the final, you'd pick Argentina to win that final. But Argentina versus France, that one's hard to call. I think most people would go with France. I personally would still side with Argentina because obviously I predicted them to win the tournament at the beginning, and I'm not going to change my prediction, right? Like Argentina in the final now, so let's see what happens. But I am sad for this man though, Luka Modric, because he's out of the World Cup, obviously, and I think this is his last major tournament with Croatia. Now, he could potentially play in the Euros one last time if he stays fit enough and if he decides to stay long enough, but I don't know. I feel like he'll retire. I feel like he's not like Ronaldo or Zlatan Ibrahimovic or these other players who want to just keep prolonging their career, basically, until they physically can't play anymore. I think Luka Modric will look back at his career, look at what he's accomplished, not just at club level in terms of winning Champions Leagues with Real Madrid, but also at international level. The fact that Croatia have made it this far is an achievement. And let's not forget, they were World Cup finalists 4 years ago as well. People love pretending like Croatia are some sort of fairy tale story, like there's some sort of underdog, when really we should be looking at Croatia and saying, wow, this is a solid team. They've taken many teams that we've considered to be top teams at the international level, and they've completely bossed them in the midfield. They've completely shut them down. They've done this before. They knocked England out in the semifinals to make the final against France a while ago, and they knocked Brazil, who, by the way, were most people's favorites in this competition to make it into the semifinal in the first place. So despite the poor performance against Argentina, Croatia, in my eyes, are still a very big force to be reckoned with in European football. And just because they lost to Argentina, that opinion does not change for me. I know for some people, Croatia weren't that good. They were just riding their luck, blah, de, blah, de, blah. Listen, I'm not going to have that discussion. At the end of the day, Argentina won. And I'm happy for them. I'm happy for Messi. I'm happy for Lisandro Martinez because he's a United player, obviously. I'm happy for Julian Alvarez, even though he plays for Manchester City. I just think that watching him at Argentina is a breath of fresh air, because we've always seen Lautaro Martinez and Higuain and other strikers play up front for Argentina and just not produce the goods. Now we're seeing Julian Alvarez produce the goods for this Argentina team. Now we're seeing Julian Alvarez say, you know what? It isn't just Messi. It isn't just, this guy who has to carry the weight of the country on his shoulders. I can contribute too. I can score big goals too. And you have everyone around him like Enzo Fernandez. You've got Paredes. You've got Di Maria, who sometimes comes off the bench these days, which is a crazy thing to say considering how good he used to be in his prime. So this Argentina team finally has people other than Messi who can contribute, who can put their hands up and say, hey, what's up? I'm here to contribute. I'm here to make a name for myself. I'm here to actually show up when it matters most. And I've never really been able to say that about Argentina for the longest of time. I remember as a kid growing up, Messi was the only really hope for Argentina. They never really had a full solid team, a full solid attack that you could say, yeah, even if Messi doesn't have the greatest of games, this guy can score, that guy can score. But now they have that. They finally have that. And luckily, Messi is still fit and playing. So he's still alive and still a professional player when that's happened, because usually these types of things, the best player retires and then the team only gets good after the guy's gone. But anyways, it's been your boy TripleM. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video if you want to support the channel, and subscribe if you're new. Peace.